Parte aqui de volta e hoje vamos dar continuidade ao detonante de Red Dead Redemption. Bora lá então, né?
What do you want, Marston?
My family. I've done what you asked.
No, you haven't. This is the land of opportunity, and I gave you the opportunity to save your family, and you failed. How could I possibly reward you?
Marston, you're a public menace. We should have had you killed.
I wish you had. But since you didn't, where's my family?
Oh, spare me the noble savage fall on the sword tripe, will you, old boy? It's nauseating. You don't wish to be dead. You're an insignificant creature desperately clinging on to life like the rest of the scum in this town. Yeah, I know, it's tough. You like Dutch. He's a charming fellow. He makes sense. He's like one of those nature writers from back east. Only he takes things a tiny little step too far. Rather than just loving the flowers and the animals and the harmony between man and beast, he shoots people in the head for money and disagreeing with them.
He's a goddamn killer.
Now, I'm not a great intellect, but the metaphysical leap from admiring the flower to shooting a man in the head because he doesn't like the flower is a leap too far. So, I know it's easy. You see, me and Archer, we're the bad guys. We enforce the rules. Now, while the rules may not be perfect, they're really not so bad.
Exactly. What's the alternative?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you what the alternative is. It's not complicated. It's about one man and his gun versus another man. Sure, civilization may be dull, but the alternative, Mr. Marston, is hell.
And the way you enforce this civilization, this freedom for men to like or not like flowers, or whatever in God's name you were just talking about, is to kidnap a man's wife and son?
Well, I know there's contradictions. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a great intellect. Now, after the debacle with the army and the bank, we have to put Mr. Vanderlyn to rest ourselves. Will you help us?
Do I have any choice?
Now that you mention it, no.
Then what was that pretty speech in aid of?
I don't rightly know, but it sure felt good saying it.
Shall we, Mr. Marston?
Let's go.
Now keep your finger off that trigger until we get out of Blackwater.
Quick, take a look at this thing. Have you seen this? It's got a gun on the back. And all my born day, I never seen such a control. An iron dragon. That's the devil's work I never saw. They told me about these. The Army's been building them in secret.
Oh my god, what kind of automobile is that?
This killing machine of yours seems to be turning a few heads.
Our armed forces have no equal. We have made incredible progress the past few years.
Is that what you
And
call
this
it?
isn't much more than a simple prototype. You should see what they're working on in Virginia. Soon there will be no war we can't win.
The Army has made camp a little way outside town. They put word out a large cache of ammunition and food is stored there.
Vanderland's gang needs constant supplies, so that should be enough to draw him in.
No mistakes this time. You hear me, Marston?
I thought you were talking to Fordham.
Aqui ele tem que atender.
Here they come! Look, they brought the machine gun!
What's the word, Captain?
We spotted one of Dutch's men about an hour ago. I think he took the bait.
Let's get in position then. Have your men ready to run them down, if you have to.
Dismiss! Load weapons and get to the sandbag! Move!
Are you ready to finish this, Mr. Marston?
I guess so.
Everybody stay alert.
Os caras vão vindo aqui ou dali da frente.
Targets on the horizon! Fire at will!
Stop shooting at me!
Don't let him get too close!
Before the next sun rises.
Take them early!
What is it with these people? Where are they coming from? They're like rats!
Here, this way.
They're retreating! Cease fire and mount up! Going after them!
Oh, fuck!
I hope you wrote down your suicide somewhere!
Hiding behind the rock! Gun them down!
Hold them off! Goddamn savages!
Just try to stop me! Stop doing that!
We'll kill every last one of you! What is it with these people?
Eu vou chutar no carro aqui, velho. Pra mim como, cara.
Quick, do something about that work!
Ué, eu morri foi. Ah, tá.
Well, Mr. Marston, it seems like your mentor Dutch no longer looks quite so kindly to his student.
That man is insane.
So it seems.
I think we need to get him before sundown.
As you say, Captain. Otherwise, he'll be gone again.
And what if I say no?
Now, before I shoot you myself, let me just point out the obvious. The one person we have left that can appeal to Mr. Vanderlyn is the last person we know who knows him. Your wife.
That won't be necessary. Mr. Ross, Captain, let's go.
Mount up, men. Let's move out.
Tá, beleza, vamos ter que seguir quem?
Come!
Coração de pão.
So you're the one who's gonna kill him?
Dutch? Yep, that's what they keep telling me. But if you feel like doing it, please be my guest.
This is suicide, if you ask me. My scouts have seen that fort of his. I wanted to wait for more men, but them city boys back there weren't having none of it.
And you answer to them?
Unfortunately, it seems that now we do. They said you was in a gang with this Dutch Vanderlyn.
I was once, a long time ago.
Don't seem like the kind of fella you want to run with. Unless I completely misjudged your character, of course.
When he turned crazy, I left. At least I tried to leave. Till those suits back there came and knocking, threatened to kill my wife and son if I didn't go after them.
Strange times we live in, partner. Strange times. It's a funny business. Army, government men, criminals, with all due respect.
You're telling me?
Too many hands on the tiller, if you ask me. This is how mistakes happen. My boys don't know who's giving the orders no more.
Take it from me, mister. If we get up there, it ain't gonna matter. It'll be every man for himself.
Look at this. Snow. We must be getting up high now.
Yeah. I can't believe Vanderlyn built himself a fortress in the mountains.
He's crazy, but he certainly ain't
You've
stupid.
already seen that place, right? McDougal told me you went up there with that Indian chap. Governor Johns is going to be very pleased.
Let's go.
go.
See, this is what happens when you fraternize with savages. How could you ever follow a man like that?
How could you ever follow a man like Ross?
Caraca, velho, tô longe.
Come on.
I hope you're ready to finish this mess.
Anything to get you sons of bitches off my back.
Chega.
You, blow that gate open. Move, soldier.
Go! Get down!
Forward! Move in!
It's time to kill these motherless bastards!
Aí vai, vai.
You got a problem with me? No business. This was a mistake.
Die, savages! Let's move up! Who's covering me? Put your gun down, friend! Somebody cover me!
Look lively, man.
I'm open, cover me!
From me.
Shoot! We have you surrounded.
You should have run away.
Move up the line.
Beleza, 4 balas.
Over there. Eyes up, men. Look out. 4 of them. Come on, shoot them.
Tá cara vindo aqui.
This is gonna be one hell of a massacre.
Last chance to surrender.
Bonito, mas um headshot ali. Cê é louco.
Come on, boys! Everybody move in!
Don't stop now, Marston! You shouldn't play with guns, fellas! Keep pushing!
Leave your guns in your pocket.
You're all dead!
Aqui, 5 balas, vambora.
Somebody cover me! It's over! You don't want to do this, my friend!
States Army. For Christ's sake. Hold them off.
Tem ideia então, vai.
We need cover. Shoot!
I guess that's
Follow me! Forward!
Shoot, damn it!
Tá vindo aqui por cima, que é mais seguro, né?
I'm open, cover me! Who's covering me?
Business is done here, fellas.
Follow
Push
me!
into the village! Come on, let's finish this! You man the Gatling gun, Marston! You'd be more useful on that gun over there!
Mentira, isso aqui mata, velho.
John Marston, gentlemen. I'm afraid you're dead.
Tá, beleza. Eu acho que vai vir mais nego aqui ainda, velho.
Right, Marston. We'll take 2 men with us. The rest will stay here and take care of the wounded. They'll plant charges at the gate. You and I'll provide the cover fire. This is it, men. Let's get that gate down. Keep them covered now, Marston. Hold them off. We need time to set the explosives.
It's gonna be easier than funny.
Stop right there or I'll blow your brains out. Don't just stand there. Do something. Come on! We lost one! Keep up the fire! This is it, men. Let's get that gate down. Keep them covered now, Marston. Hold them off! We need time to set the explosives!
Look like a marriage.
Hellfire! Marston!
2, 3.
Now what next? You know you're gonna die, right?
Drop your weapons! Everyone get back! Fire in the hole!
You tend to your wounded. I gotta face Dutch alone.
Looks like it's me and you,
Não
John.
pode, velho.
You should have stayed at home.
I suggest you follow me.
This is the United States Army.
No way.
Go to hell.
You
Working
dishonor
for the
your
government,
fellow man.
John? After
You
all I
marry.
taught you.
I don't have a choice.
There's always a choice. You're just too blind to see.
They got my family.
Your family? Abigail was any man's wife, John. And Jack, he's another whore's son. Just like you. You're weak. You always were. You never had the stomach for this. Son of a bitch. God damn it. You'll never take me alive, John.
Vou caminho errado. Vai agora pra comigo, velho. Pô.
It's over, John.
I ain't leaving here without you.
Pô, velho, o cara tá lá
You're
em cima,
just
já.
like me, John. You can't change who you are.
I ain't like you.
Tá aí, como que eu vou fazer aqui? Essa escada tá aqui. Não, não. Não, não, eu vou subir, velho. Sobe, porcaria. Ah, corre, corre. Mais outra escada aqui.
You can't erase the past, John. Killing me, it won't make it go away.
Pô, mano,
That's
só
where
pra
you're
ficar
wrong.
Os horários desse bagulho aqui, velho. Você não pegou o cara não, tá ligado? Só sobe, sobe, sobe e eu nunca chego perto dele, velho.
Hello again, John.
Hello, Dutch.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Sure.
I got a plan, John.
You always got a plan, Dutch.
This is a good one.
I don't doubt it.
We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight.
Then give up, Dutch.
But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see?
Then I have to shoot you.
When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages.
That's their business.
Our time has passed, John.
So at the end, you didn't have the guts to shoot him.
The man's dead, Ross.
Sure. Can I see your gun? Oh, trust me. It looks better in the report that way.
Where's my family?
Your wife was killed in a prison riot last week. So, I'm only joking, dear boy. They were sent back to that Scrabble ranch of yours in Beecher's Hope. They're quite safe and sound.
They better be.
Thank you, Mr. Marston, for everything. I know this wasn't easy for you, but I have to say, you've done your country proud.
Yeah, exactly. See you around, John. Try to stay out of trouble. Come on, Archer. Let's go find somebody else we can annoy.
Oferecimento
G2A.
G2A, compra e venda de jogos baratos. Link na descrição, hein?